Archangel Michael says, stay right where you are and listen. The energy around your name has shifted, and someone who once stayed silent is now loudly standing up for you. You might not have seen it yet, but their actions behind the scenes are shaking the very walls that once tried to cage your truth. There's a storm of voices surrounding your story, some filled with jealousy, some with confusion, but through all that noise, one voice has chosen you. This person can no longer sit still while others twist your intentions. They're risking reputation, comfort, and even peace to defend your name. Something about your silence drove them mad, in a good way. They couldn't handle watching lies spread without speaking. What's shocking is, this person wasn't always on your side, but the truth you carry has turned them into your strongest protector. Stay till the end, because the moment you find out who it is, your perspective on loyalty will change forever. The same energy that once ignored your pain is now ready to fight your battles for you. Their awakening is divine, their motive, beyond what you imagine. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They've seen the tears you never showed. The way you carried yourself with grace, even when every rumor tried to pull you down, struck something deep within them. They realized you didn't deserve the silence of others, you deserved someone who would roar in your defense. At first, they tried to ignore the pull, but guilt grew heavy on their chest. Every time your name came up, they felt the heat of truth rising inside them. Now, they can't rest until your name is cleared, your image restored, and your peace protected. They are confronting people, breaking bonds, and even exposing lies. Some think they've lost control, but what they've actually lost is the ability to pretend. The world sees madness, but heaven sees justice in motion. And you, my child, are the reason their soul finally woke up. What they're doing isn't ordinary, it's a spiritual calling wrapped in emotion. They feel your pain as if it's their own. Type Amen to get blessing 444. There's something wild in their heart now. The same person who once stood in the background is now on the front line of your story. They've seen something that others missed, your truth. It started the moment someone insulted you in their presence. Instead of ignoring it, they snapped. They said words no one expected, defending you so fiercely that even your enemies went silent. They're not doing this for attention. They're doing it because your kindness haunts them. Because every time they look back, they remember how you never fought dirty, how you let karma do its work. Their loyalty has become their obsession. Every lie they hear about you fuels their fire. And now, they're not just defending you, they're rewriting your entire reputation with truth. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Archangel Michael says, divine justice always works through chosen vessels. And this person has been chosen for you. What they're saying, doing, and fighting for is guided by higher hands. They may appear unpredictable, but they are operating from pure protection energy. They've seen your innocence, your quiet strength, and now they can't unsee it. Even when you're not around, they're standing like a shield. Some people call it crazy. But love in its purest form always looks crazy to those who've never felt it. Their emotions have turned into action, and heaven is fueling it. And while others talk, this person moves. Every word they say is shaking old energies, breaking illusions, and setting your name back where it belongs, in light. Type Amen to get blessing 666. There's a deep reason this person can't stop defending you. It's because they've realized they once failed you. They let gossip pass their lips before, and now, they're paying their soul's debt by protecting you with everything they have. They've had sleepless nights replaying what happened. Each time they remember your silence, their heart breaks. They can't stand how people mistreated someone who only ever wanted peace. The same people who mocked you before are now intimidated by how much this person speaks your truth. You've become their purpose without even trying. You changed them just by being real. Their words cut through darkness like fire through fog. Even those who tried to destroy you are slowly backing down, realizing they picked the wrong soul to mess with. Type Amen to get blessing 777. You need to know this: what's happening isn't coincidence. The universe planned this moment long before you even met them. They were meant to witness your pain, regret their silence, and rise like a guardian. There's fire in their voice when they speak about you. People are starting to whisper, wondering what connection you two share. It's beyond friendship, it's karmic correction. They can't explain why they care so deeply, they just do. Every time your name comes up, their soul reacts before their mind can stop it. They're emotionally tied to your peace now. And as they speak louder, heaven keeps strengthening them. Every defense they make for you multiplies blessings for both of you. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Archangel Michael says, don't reach out yet, just watch. This person's loyalty will prove itself in ways words can't. Their actions will reveal their heart long before they admit it. They are confronting those who plotted against you, exposing truths that others buried. They're no longer afraid of losing people, they're afraid of losing themselves if they stay quiet. They are divinely possessed by truth now. And when truth takes over, nothing can silence it. Every time they defend you, another piece of karma breaks free. This is not just protection, it's redemption. They are freeing both you and themselves from the weight of old deception. Type Amen to get blessing 999. There's one thing you must understand. They don't even know why they care this much, but heaven does. You are their awakening, their mirror, their reason to remember what integrity feels like. They used to follow the crowd, but now they stand alone for you. Because they've seen the light in your silence, the courage in your calm. You became their reminder that truth never needs an army, it just needs one brave soul. Their friends are confused, their family worried. But they don't care. The only thing that matters now is defending your name until the world knows who you really are. You've ignited a revolution in one heart, and that flame is unstoppable. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. They're talking about you in rooms you've never entered, protecting you from shadows you didn't know existed. Every lie that rises, they crush it before it spreads. They've become a silent soldier under divine orders. Some people think they're losing their mind. But Archangel Michael says, it's not madness, it's mission. When heaven moves through someone, logic becomes secondary. They feel your energy even from afar. When you hurt, they sense it. When you cry, they feel restless. That's not coincidence, that's spiritual connection. Soon, you'll know who this person is. The signs will appear like whispers from destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. They might send you a message soon. It won't be grand, it'll be subtle, maybe even simple. But behind those words, you'll feel their soul trembling with truth. They'll want to say more than they can. They'll want to tell you how they've been defending you like it's their second breath. But for now, heaven is keeping their confession sealed. You'll notice how their energy changes when they're near you. They'll look at you like you're the calm after their storm. That's because, to them, you are. Don't rush this connection. It's rewriting timelines. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Their loyalty has triggered envy in others. People who used to gossip about you now gossip about them. They can't believe someone would go this far for you, but it's happening. They've stopped explaining themselves. Every rumor only fuels their commitment more. You've become the truth they protect with their life. There's something magnetic about your calm, it drives their heart wild. They've tried to deny it, but their actions keep revealing what words can't. And soon, everyone will see, defending you was never madness, it was destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. This moment marks the beginning of restoration. The universe is returning every ounce of pain you endured as protection. What was once against you is now working for you. Your enemies are confused. They can't understand how you're winning without fighting. But heaven's strategy always looks like silence before it strikes. This person defending you is part of that divine plan. Their voice is your echo, their strength your shield. You were never unprotected, you were being prepared. And now, your name will rise above every whisper that tried to bury it. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. Archangel Michael says, remain still. Don't seek revenge, don't explain yourself. Let the storm of truth unfold on its own. The one defending you is acting under divine timing. They are doing what angels do through human hands. This is not chaos, it's cleansing. Everything that was hidden is surfacing. Every lie is being dismantled. And the world will soon see the purity of your heart without you saying a word. Heaven is rewarding your silence with loud protection. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. This story will be told for years in subtle ways. People will say, remember when everyone turned, and one person stood? That one person is your divine defender. They're not just defending your name, they're healing your timeline. Every word they speak on your behalf repairs an invisible wound. They were meant to feel this fire. Without your story, their purpose would have remained asleep. You awakened their warrior spirit. And now, heaven has united your fates in divine justice. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. Your peace is returning. Slowly, quietly, and permanently. The voices that once mocked you will start to fade. They'll realize truth doesn't need noise, it needs time. This person's courage is teaching the world a lesson: never underestimate the one who stands for the quiet soul. They are rewriting the laws of loyalty in your honor. The universe has already marked the end of this cycle. Soon, your heart will feel lighter, your nights calmer, your days brighter. Because your defender isn't just a person, they're a divine answer wearing human skin. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. And when everything settles, you'll finally understand why heaven made you walk through storms alone, so the right soul could finally show up when it mattered. This person was meant to lose you once, to realize your worth twice, and to protect you forever after. They are your mirror in motion, fighting the battles your heart was too gentle to fight. When you cross paths again, you'll feel it, the peace, the recognition, the unspoken gratitude. You'll know it was never madness. It was purpose. And your story will stand as proof. No one can destroy a soul heaven defends. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. There's more unfolding behind the curtain than you realize. The person defending you is now confronting those who once pretended to be your allies. They are no longer afraid of losing connections, they are terrified of losing the truth. Your name has become their mission. Every time they hear a false word about you, something inside them snaps. They're calling people out, exposing the whispers, demanding honesty in places where deceit once thrived. Their boldness is shocking everyone. No one saw this coming, especially the ones who thought they could get away with betraying you. Now, their masks are cracking, and your defender's fire is spreading fast. Archangel Michael says, this moment was destined. When heaven appoints a voice to speak for you, no darkness can silence it. Their courage is guided, and their timing is divine. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. Some are calling this person obsessed, but obsession is what the world calls divine passion before it understands it. What they're doing is not random, it's redemption in motion. They're standing in the space you once stood alone, proving that your truth always had power. They've cried for you in silence, even when they didn't know why. Something inside them keeps saying, this is wrong. They don't deserve this. That voice is heaven echoing through their conscience. You've unknowingly become their spiritual compass. Every move they make now is aligned with protecting your peace. Even when it costs them relationships, they don't stop. They're not doing this for reward, they're doing it because their soul can't rest otherwise. And heaven smiles upon them every time they speak your name with honor. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. They've started to see things differently. People who once looked innocent to them now look exposed. Every lie they once believed about you feels bitter in their mouth. They can't believe they ever doubted your light. You see, divine justice works like waves. It pulls back before it strikes. For a long time, it felt like you were alone, but in reality, heaven was preparing your defender to rise at the perfect moment. Now that moment is here. Every truth they speak carries the weight of all the pain you once endured. Their words echo across circles of people who used to gossip about you, burning illusions like dry leaves. This isn't the same world that wronged you, it's a world now witnessing your restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. Your silence, your strength, your patience, they have become the blueprint for this person's awakening. You were their mirror, their test, and now, their teacher. They are learning what loyalty really means because of you. They're realizing how dangerous lies can be, and how powerful truth becomes when it's spoken by someone fearless. People are questioning them, trying to pull them back. But they've already crossed a spiritual line, there's no going back now. They will defend you even when you're not there, even when it's inconvenient, even when no one believes them. That's how divine alignment works. It makes ordinary hearts do extraordinary things. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. You'll start hearing whispers about this soon. Someone will mention that your name came up in a conversation, and one person couldn't stop defending you. That's the moment heaven confirms it. They're becoming known for standing by your truth. People might roll their eyes, but deep down, they're starting to respect it. Loyalty this strong is rare, and everyone can feel it. They've gone from being a quiet observer to a fierce protector. You've awakened their purpose, and they don't even realize how much heaven is rewarding them for it. Every defense they make for you is writing your comeback story line by line. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. Archangel Michael says, this kind of divine defense only happens when the universe has chosen you for greater purpose. You were not meant to fight this battle directly, heaven assigned someone to do it for you. When they speak, truth pierces through deception like lightning through a cloud. Their passion shocks people because it doesn't come from reason, it comes from divine urgency. They can't explain why they feel this much, they just know they have to protect you. It's not attraction, it's connection. A soul-to-soul recognition that defies logic. They are your unseen guardian, the human voice of angelic protection, and they're not stopping until justice rings loud. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. Behind closed doors, they've lost friends because of you. People have accused them of being emotional, dramatic, even foolish. But they don't care. The truth matters more. They've realized something that others haven't. Real strength isn't about how loud you can shout, it's about how deeply you stand for what's right. That's the lesson you unknowingly taught them. You inspired their transformation. The same way your silence shook their conscience, your light now fuels their fire. They're not defending you for sympathy, they're doing it because it heals them. Every word they speak in your name releases another chain of their own past guilt. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. You may not realize it yet, but this person's journey is spiritually tied to yours. Before they entered your life, they were lost, unclear, and broken. But when they saw how you handled betrayal with calm, they found something divine inside themselves. That's why they're so protective now. You remind them of what's pure, what's real, what's worth standing for. You are their proof that light still exists in a world full of performance. So they'll keep defending you, not because they have to, but because it feels like breathing truth into a space that once suffocated both of you. And the heavens watch in silent approval. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. Now, let me tell you something sacred, this connection between you two is not random. It's karmic, old, ancient. You've crossed paths before in another lifetime where roles were reversed. You once defended them. This lifetime, it's their turn. The circle is closing, balance is returning, and both your souls are completing what destiny once left undone. That's why their loyalty feels unreal. That's why their emotions feel familiar. The energy between you is ancient truth finding its way back home. Archangel Michael says, the two of you are rewriting timelines of injustice together. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. Soon, the entire atmosphere around you will shift. People who once doubted you will begin to change their tone. Those who ignored your pain will suddenly act cautious, afraid of what truth will surface next. Because your defender has become a force they can't predict. They're not just talking now, they're taking action. They're exposing hypocrisy, revealing screenshots, reminding everyone who started the lies. Every move they make is guided by truth's invisible hand. You don't need to interfere. Just watch. The universe is using them as a vessel of correction. And every act of defense sends blessings your way tenfold. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. They've stopped caring about what people think. That's when divine warriors are most dangerous, to lies, to rumors, to manipulation. Their silence has turned into thunder, and that thunder speaks for you. Your enemies are trembling now. Not because of you, but because of the storm that carries your name through this defender's voice. The truth they tried to bury is rising like dawn. Heaven has declared the season of reversal. The one who was mocked will now be honored, and the one who was doubted will now be defended. This isn't revenge, it's restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. You've reached a sacred turning point. From this day forward, your story will no longer be told by those who misunderstood it. It will be told by those who finally see your worth. The person going nuts defending you isn't just emotional, they're chosen. Chosen to make noise when you couldn't. Chosen to shout when you were silenced. Their mission is nearly complete. The truth they release will cleanse everything that once stained your reputation. You'll rise clean, whole, unstoppable. Because when heaven defends you through human hands, no voice on earth can compete. Their voice has become your protection spell. Every time they speak up for you, the air around your name grows lighter. The darkness that once tried to stick to your story is dissolving because their words carry spiritual authority. They are not just defending you, they are cleansing your energy with truth. Each defense they make breaks one more invisible chain that was holding you back. You don't have to lift a finger, heaven is working through their courage. They wake up thinking about how to make things right. They go to sleep with your peace on their mind. Their mission has become their obsession, and yet it doesn't drain them, it fuels them. Because every time they fight for you, they feel closer to purpose itself. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. Archangel Michael says, when heaven chooses someone to fight for you, no enemy can outshout their voice. Their passion may look unexplainable to others, but to the divine, it is perfect timing. You may feel confused about why they care so deeply. But remember, divine assignments rarely make sense at first. They are responding to an inner call that has echoed through lifetimes. They're uncovering truths that even you forgot existed. They're confronting people who once laughed at your pain, now forcing them to face what they've done. You might not see every conversation, but heaven records it all. And soon, the very ones who betrayed you will whisper, we shouldn't have messed with them. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. They are fighting on levels beyond words. They're protecting your name in rooms you'll never enter, in conversations you'll never hear. And somehow, that energy reaches you, you can feel it. That sudden peace you've been feeling lately? That's the spiritual result of their loyalty. It's their defense wrapping around your aura like armor. They might not even understand the full power of what they're doing. But heaven does. Every word, every stand, every confrontation is part of a divine chain reaction restoring everything you lost. Your silence and their voice together have become a perfect balance of justice. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. People are starting to notice. Whispers are turning into respect. Even those who once judged you now hesitate before speaking your name. Because they know someone is always ready to correct them. This person's intensity has shifted the entire atmosphere. Your enemies can feel it, they know they can't manipulate the story anymore. The power dynamic has reversed. Now, your name carries authority. Your peace has weight. Your presence commands silence. And all of this is unfolding because someone finally stood up for what was right. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. They weren't always brave like this. At one time, they were just like everyone else, quiet, compliant, unsure. But something about your story awakened a warrior inside them. When they saw you endure the storm without hatred, something broke open in them. They realized silence wasn't kindness, it was complicity. And from that moment, they vowed never to stay silent again. They've been tested ever since. People have tried to intimidate them, isolate them, shame them. But none of it works anymore, because they've tasted truth, and once truth enters, fear loses all power. You turned their soul into fire, and now that fire protects you. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. There are messages being sent about you right now, some filled with confusion, some with shock. But all of them end with one thing: did you see how strongly they defended them? That's the echo of heaven in people's mouths. Even the ones who used to compete with you now admire the strength behind your story. The person defending you isn't just protecting your name, they're changing how people see goodness itself. They've become an example of courage in a world addicted to gossip. Every defense they make is rewriting moral balance in the hearts of others. You've inspired a revolution without even speaking. Type Amen to get blessing 3535. Archangel Michael says, "There's one thing you must do now: remain humble, but alert. Don't gloat. Don't try to prove anything. Just watch the divine justice unfold. Your defender will soon expose the last piece of hidden truth that will shift everything. It will silence every rumor once and for all. You won't have to defend yourself ever again. When that happens, people will look at you differently, not with pity, but with awe. They'll realize your silence wasn't weakness, it was strategy. Heaven's strategy." Type Amen to get blessing 3636. That's why strange coincidences keep happening lately. People from your past are reappearing. Old messages are resurfacing. Unfinished stories are finding closure. The energy is aligning itself to reveal who's been real all along. And the person defending you is the final confirmation that heaven has heard your prayers. Even if you tried to thank them, they wouldn't understand how deeply their actions have saved your spirit. Because they're not doing this consciously, they're being moved, guided, possessed by divine purpose. This isn't coincidence. It's restoration wrapped in disguise. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. They're becoming fearless now. You'll see it. They'll stand up to people who once terrified them. They'll speak names they were too scared to mention before. They'll drag secrets into the light without flinching. Because love and justice have merged inside them, it's not about protecting you anymore, it's about protecting what's holy. And you, my child, represent that holiness. You represent innocence, truth, and resilience. That's why heaven chose someone who burns so brightly to stand beside you. The universe always balances light with louder light. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. Soon, you'll hear your name being praised in unexpected places. People who never believed in you will start using your story as an example. They were treated unfairly, they'll say. But look how everything turned around. That's not gossip, that's glory. That's heaven rewriting your reputation in the mouths of the same people who once judged you. The one who defended you started it. But now, the universe itself is amplifying it. This is the energy of vindication, a flood you cannot stop. And you, chosen one, are finally walking into your era of honor. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. Archangel Michael says, "It's done. The storm that once formed against you has been silenced by truth. Every hidden lie is exposed, every false alliance dissolved.